Hello everyone, this is Evil Labs. I thought I'd just give this game a quick go through really. It's just a tutorial. Let's give it a quick blast, see how we get on. Now there is a few things I want to talk about because I don't want to talk just about the game because I'm going to be uploading the sandbox mission after this. So it's basically you just go and create mayhem and hell. So this is just basically introduce you to all the early mechanics of the game. But I really want to talk about EA and the microtransactions. Now Disney decided to, well, get involved and they were going to withdraw the Star Wars license from EA, you know, and give it to someone who are going to do it proper. I really wish Disney didn't pick EA to make their games because, you know, although DICE have created a beautiful game, EA have screwed up with their marketing. They've screwed up with the microtransactions that have been put in the game, and we know it's not DICE's fault. It's more of, you know, the EA saying we've got to make this game profitable. You know, let's offer free DLC to make the fans happy and more content. That made me happy. I was happy with that because I bought the first game, and I was wow. It just felt like I'd got half a game. You know what I mean? I mean, there weren't that many maps. Can't remember how many maps there were. I mean, it's not even that memorable, that game. The Jakku map was the best map with me, and the Endor map. And that was some of the best jungle environments I've ever seen in the game. You know, these are cracking games, AAA titles, but it just didn't have. It just felt devoid of features, modes, characters. Customization was the worst I've ever seen in the game. Bloody awful. It was like playing a Mega Drive game with basic features. It was crap. So Disney got involved and they basically said, you know, hey, do something now. We can't have the Star Wars license, you know, smeared like this all over social media that the game's crap. The Star Wars game fans wanted was not really there. It's just a shame, really. There's 3 times as much content apparently in this game, but you know, it's just woefully below par, this game. I mean, it plays wonderful, but there's just no real balance there when it comes to weapons. You got pay to win weapons as well. You say pre-order the game, you get a special weapon which is twice as powerful as any gun out there. It's ridiculous. You know, they were saying, oh, there'll be no pay to win, no microtransactions. All the fanboys said, oh, the microtransactions are only be cosmetic. Yeah. No, you're wrong. You fanboys who attacked me on Twitter, you were wrong, guys. I was right. I was right 6 months ago. I called it. A lot of YouTubers have been taking credit for, you know, attacking EA and bashing them over the head, but it was Disney or really that basically pushed them to it. They would have just carried on ignoring us. I mean, eventually they may have, you know, sort of stopped or, you know, slowed down with the transactions, but I don't even think they'd really have stopped it. I think the sales are there, to tell the truth. The reviews haven't been exactly glowing. A lot of people have refunded it that I know. I didn't buy it at all. I decided to buy Far Cry 4 and the last Mordor game. So that was for the same price of ordering the basic game. So that was a better deal, I thought. I mean, if you look at the prices, the game's just getting expensive, more expensive, and they're just tacking on small things to justify a £20 price hike. When I first bought the Battlefront game, which I got free with the console and everything a couple of years ago, the game itself came with quite a few, you know, little extras. But when I looked at it, I just paid £20 to play the Jakku map, the game 3 days early, and to have you know, just a few little extra bits and pieces like the weapon and stuff like that. And it was really, I felt really ripped off because the season pass was 40 quid. I should have saved the £20 and put it towards the season pass. That's why I hate, you know, special editions. You know, the Elite Trooper edition that you get for the new game is a joke. I'm looking at the stuff you get with it. I'm thinking, they're doing it again. They're tacking on another 20 quid and giving you a bugger all. Yeah, you get to play the game early. You get a little outfit and stuff like that, and a few special moves for the special heroes. My God, but isn't it just devoid of any value for money? I mean, when EA put out their little press release, and it was a load of rubbish. They basically said our goal has been to create the best possible game for you all, devoted Star Wars fans and game players alike. Oh my god, best possible game for all devoted Star Wars fans and game players alike. Oh, aren't we just the same? They go on to say, we've also had an ongoing commitment to consistently listen, tune and evolve the experience as it grows. You've seen this with both major adjustments and polish we've made over the past several weeks. Ooh, okay. Several weeks, eh? Okay, but as we approach worldwide launch, it's clear many of you feel that there's challenges in the design. We've heard those concerns and potentially giving the players unfair advantages. Pre-order weapons, and we've heard that this is overshadowing an otherwise great game. This was never our intention. Sorry, we didn't get away with it. Sorry, we didn't get this right. Okay. We hear you loud and clear, so we're turning off all in-game purchases because Disney made us. We will now spend more time listening, adjusting, balancing and tuning. This means that the option to purchase crystals in the game is now offline until after Christmas. Okay, wait for it. I'm calling it here, after Christmas. That's what the video is going to be about. Evil transactions. Oh my god, it's just a joke. How can you believe these people? So they're basically saying the ability to purchase crystals in-game will be reinstated after they've made new changes. We'll share more details as we work through this. They're going to find another way of ripping us off, but less up the arse, if you know what I mean. More a quick cuddle and lightening your load and, you know, nicking a few quid out of your pocket, you know. We created a game, they say, that's built on your input and continue to evolve and grow. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is 3 times the size of the previous game, which I said before. It feels like it, and there's a lot of content. More free content to come. They're trying to smooth us over, say, hey, sorry we've been arseholes. Here's our free content. Expect the free content to come thick and fast. So there you go. Don't be surprised if that happens. They need to get the free DLC in real quick. They basically need to get something more positive in the game. They've had all this real bad stuff. Don't be surprised in the next couple of weeks or week that they throw a free DLC at us, an impressive one, just to keep everyone, get everyone talking again and excited about the game. They need to, because it's all negative. They need something positive. They're going to throw us a free DLC, mark my words. Anyway, keep your thoughts coming. Contents, more contents of the thoughts. Well, there's been death threats, which are laughable. These are kids sitting in a room, you know, who are watching videos about what's been going on, and actually playing the game and seeing the microtransactions and then complaining about them, and then get more and more angry as the more videos they watch about this subject. They decide to verbally threaten people with death and harm and violence, which is stupid. These are just kids hiding behind a laptop. So, you know, that sort of stuff's got to stop, you know. Death threats, for Christ's sake, over a game. Come on. Grow up, man. I hate microtransactions, but don't go threatening devs. Well, they're going to keep us up to date. This will be very interesting. The loot boxes must be removed, I think. I hope that the lawyers are currently looking at loot boxes, whether they're a form of gambling, which they are, should be banned. I think they should be banned. I don't mind cosmetic loot boxes if they're free, but you shouldn't have to pay for them. I mean, Battlefield, they're expensive. You know, was it 69p a box, a crate in Battlefield 1? It's too expensive. Oh, I think it's a bit more than that actually, but it's been a while. I haven't played Battlefield 1 in, 3 months? Not since the last, well, actually, it's a bit less than that. When maps dropped, I did play about 5 games and then I got really bored. It's just a shame that the game itself had so much promise and it's just kind of flopped in a way. I don't know what the sales numbers are like, but I do know a few people aren't happy with the game. Forums, Reddit, everything, it's all negative and it's a shame. This is why I stick to indie games like this. You know, Evil Labs is a good game. You know, it's fun, it's relaxing, not stressful, no microtransactions, no DLC. It's always been upgraded for free. These are the sort of games I like. You know, I'm coming back to PC now. You know, I've got 140 games on PC. You know, a year ago I had 20. It just shows you how much more I, you know, respect indie developers and new games on PC than I do with you know, AAA titles. AAA titles are just getting dumbed down as well, more for kids. You're talking about games on console now that have X-ray vision, and if you don't have X-ray vision, you can unlock it in perks, like in the new Assassin's Creed game, Origins. I mean, I was tempted to buy that game because they'd revamped the atrocious fighting system, the melee and everything like that, which was garbage. They said the bow and arrow main weapon in Assassin's Creed Origins, you know, it seems to be the only fun in the game because the rest is just kind of generic. They tried real hard, and it's a beautiful looking game. Water effects are amazing, you know. But you know, if the water's nice and the boats are nice and the, you know, all the textures and everything are beautiful, it doesn't really matter if the game itself plays boring or repetitively, which, you know, a lot of the Assassin's Creed games were. I mean, are, I should say. Let's face it, Black Flag was the last decent one I played. But again, I got bored after a few days of playing it. It's just a shame because the, you know, the sea battles and everything like that, the sea parts of it were great. It was just when you got on land, it got kind of a bit boring. You know, after you'd done a few maps, it was like rinse and repeat. You know, there's a bit where you have to find a guy in a tree, and I spent about an hour and a half on this silly little mission. And that was the first mission I did. That was a bad sign. It just nearly made me want to just sell the game and get something easier. In the end, I did. I played some cracking games. I played The Observer, which is a bit of a walking simulator, but it's fun. Academia on PC is great. I've been playing that as well. I haven't uploaded much of this. I haven't uploaded much of this game either. You know, there's lots of indie games I should be uploading and doing more gameplay for, but it's finding the time. My time's been a bit limited. Real peed off that I can't get Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront 2, because I was just put off with all the bullshit. I just sniffed microtransactions and, you know, pay to win, just like the first one was, and there was just a hell of a lot less content. The new game has more content, but it just looks disappointing. You know, you can't even flank. There's areas where you could just run out another doorway, go around the corner, and you can flank the enemy easily. But no, it doesn't want you doing that. It doesn't want you having that kind of smart, you know, brainwave. You know, why can't you just open up the sides of an area and flank? Because you can always like anticipate people flanking you. That's part of the game I used to like, where games could be flanked. You know, now games don't want to be flanked. They just want to, like, you know, go through certain paths, create corridors and death traps. Everything becomes a pew simulator. You know, just firing endlessly at each other. Games have just gotten dumber and dumber as we've gone on. I'll waffle on about it, but let's face it, Call of Duty. I played it beta. It was enjoyable, but I died so quick. And everything was so fast as well, you know. I don't think kids like games that are slow. And that's why these, you know, futuristic games ruined Call of Duty. Because you can't even have a boots on the ground game without speeding things up a bit. World at War was a fast game, but it wasn't, you know, overly fast that the gameplay was a blur. You know, I've really enjoyed Call of Duty in the past, but I've not really played Call of Duty that well since Ghosts. You know, Ghosts I played alright. Felt like an old Modern Warfare 2 game. That was the last time. COD felt great, but the maps were awful and the graphics were terrible. You know, stupid Dog Riley in the other game. Well, was it in COD Ghost? Right, yeah, it was. I mean, like, there's just been too many COD games and too many things have been latching onto. You know, the game itself, Call of Duty, is just going downhill. Just like the Assassin's Creed game, you know. I think that franchise has kind of been saved a bit with Origins. I'll give it that. It is a lot better than the last 3 Origins games. Sorry, Assassin's Creed games. They've been pretty awful. I don't know what the future holds. I'd like to see what CD Projekt Red comes out with the Cyberpunk game. The thing that worries me is that they're implementing microtransactions in that game, but I hope they learn from EA's mistakes. But they're usually pretty good, because with Witcher 3 they gave you 20 pieces of free DLC, and the 2 DLCs they did give to you, which were expensive, had hours and hours of content, and you know what, I still haven't finished Witcher 3. There's lots of hours of fun to be out there, you know. I've specifically left lots of mini side missions to do, and I will be restarting live streams at a later date with Witcher 3. I haven't given up on it, so look out for that, because I know some of you guys really like my live streams with Witcher 3, so I will be going back to that. This game is, well, Evil Labs, the game itself, just getting used to it. It's just the controls, it's keyboard and mouse. Hands up, I am a console guy, but I do think that this game is a cracker. Do recommend it. I'll be uploading another video where I'll talk more about the game and do a proper sandbox, and I'll just explain how the hell I'm doing so bad, because I'm pretty newbie with these sort of games. Some games I'm alright with, others I'm not so good at. We can't all be experts in Let's Plays. That's why I upload fails, like my Hands of Fate 2 video, which I played and uploaded just a few hours ago. I mean, that was the worst start to a Let's Play ever. I died twice, and I just looked like a noob fighting. Second time, the fighting, I was getting used to it. The blocking, wasn't blocking quick enough though, but at least I was getting the blocks in. I still died. Disappointing. I need to get the feel for that game. I'll probably watch a few Let's Plays on the previously recorded, which is a Red Letter Media second YouTube channel, which is definitely worth checking out. They do great gameplays. Yeah, there you go. Jack and Rich do that. So if you want to check out a good Let's Play channel, apart from mine of course, then check out previously recorded. I do recommend it. It's been a long night. I know I spluttered here and there, but this is just a one take commentary, sort of. I did have a little break, but that's because I coughed. And there's another one where I think, there's another. Alright, I had 2 breaks. I lost my way. I do kind of get off the track sometimes, but it is 4 in the morning, and I'm trying to do this video for you guys, and I hope you appreciate it. I hope you like and subscribe, and we're going to end this game here. I will upload some more Evil Labs in the next day or 2, so look out for that. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me whinge about Battlefront 2. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying Call of Duty World War 2 because there's no Nazis. No, I got nothing against Nazi symbols. There was a YouTuber moaned about the Nazi symbol, but it's not the fact that we all love being Nazis and love swastikas. It's a fact. It's a historical document. It's a historical sign. It should be feared and respected, and it should be in the game. See you guys later.